goes ahead and talks about everything great that's going on in Desert Sands, the Coachella Valley, and especially what's going on in our district and schools. Got a great show lined up for us today. I want to make sure to go ahead and thank our Desert Sands Educational Foundation for writing a grant with the City of Indio for securing this process with StreamYard. And I'd like to go ahead and read their mission statement. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in DSUSD. So we've got a couple things that I want to make sure to share about before we move on. But let's see here. Let me get my slides going here. But let's see. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Obviously, Prep Sports Weekly. Kevin Pillow, thank you. We can't put on the show and our halftime show without you. And thank you for allowing us to have this on your platform. City of Indio, it's always a pleasure to work with you. You'll have our City of Indio update with Brooke coming up here shortly. And Craig Campbell at CoachellaValley.com. You're a great friend of education. And to everyone here in the Coachella Valley, thank you for keeping us engaged with everything going on with the desert. Okay, let me go ahead and bring on Chef Mary here. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. Recovering from vacation, and now I need a vacation.
I hear you on that. I hear you on that. No, I too was away this weekend. As you know, I was in Anaheim working over at WonderCom and having a good time working with the folks over there. But no, lots going on here in the desert too, right?
Yeah, it just seems like everything is busy over here, and all kinds of events and things are happening at the major fun places like SeaWorld and the zoo and the safari park, and I think everybody's out. It's a spring break over here, so.
Okay, yeah, we have spring break coming up here for our schools shortly. Actually, I'll get Tiffany will hopefully be able to give me the exact dates on that. I think it's next week, Mary. If it's next week, we get some time off. I'll get the exact dates. It's weird when you become a 12-month employee, you don't know those dates as well. It's too funny. But as you know, Mary, we always try to give important information to our families and so forth. Right now, April 1st through the 22nd. This is a thought exchange, Mary. This is kind of cool. This is where we engage our community and we're looking for input and basically how to help spend money and how to direct funds. This is the area that, Mrs. Wood, Mama Wood, she oversees this enormous document called the LCAP. And this is a survey where we need community members to go ahead, fill out information and help us out with, basically to share your voice about your experiences with the schools in Desert Sands. So we're asking our families, please go to tejoin.com, enter that survey number there, as well as you can just scan that QR code and it'll take you there too. But this is all the information. This is LCAP Gold. This is an opportunity to share your voice. So make sure you go ahead and sign up for that. And Mary, being a community member, you could do that as well.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to. It's available for people who work for the district, people who have students in our district, and people who just live in our district. So we ask everybody to help contribute so we can have your voice heard. Pretty exciting with doing that. It's that to see that whole process and how you can see thoughts, and then you can put, if you agree with a thought, you can put some thumbs up or you can put some other comments down and so forth to see people's thought process. Is pretty cool.
Well, I think it's really important because, nowadays with multiple families and, grandparents taking care of children, my parents work, and they hear and see things that it gives them an opportunity to have a voice and go, listen, I've got grandkids that I take care of after school, and this is what I'm hearing, and I'm a grandparent, so I'm not necessarily, in the classroom or a parent that's meeting, a parent-teacher event. So I think these are good.
Yeah, definitely. So, Mary, before we bring in our guests, we got a big, exciting morning. You know what this is all about. We get to draw all the names to recognize it for the month of March. Let me go ahead. We get 2 winners. They're going to get a CV Harvest box. Let's see who our first winner is for the month of March. And when we do our interview with Tiffany here later, I can go ahead and look up who the staff member is. And this is going to go to Angela Torres. Like I said, I'll look up who Angela Torres is here shortly. I'm not sure who she is or who she works for, but I'll definitely look her up here shortly.
Awesome.
But we're going to go ahead and close that out. And let's draw the second one for the month of March. Mary, we had 111 nominees.
Get out of here. That is awesome.
That was pretty awesome for the month of March. And this other person is going to be Sydney Miramontes. I don't know who these staff members are. One thing that's amazing about this program is I get to meet all the great staff members too.
Exactly.
So that's one thing I look forward to doing. But Sydney Miramontes, I'll make sure to get a hold of you, as well as Angela Torres. Congratulations. You are recognized it winners for the month of March. Very exciting for them.
It is. It is.
Yes.
Well, I think with everything has changed, now we're going back to having, like it was, before COVID. I think people are more outgoing and outcoming, and you see more smiling faces and how are you? And, people are always bringing in cookies and snacks, when they check in. And before it was just a ritual. And now it's like, how are you doing? What's going on? How's your dad? They made a breakfast one morning, and then somebody bought in pastries, and the camaraderie has just tripled in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I agree. Speaking of camaraderie and speaking of somebody very positive, I want to go ahead and bring on somebody with us today, our first interviewee. We have our own Tiffany Norton, who's going to join us. Good morning, Tiffany. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Good morning, Chef Mary.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
So Tiffany is our Desert Sands Unified School District Chief Innovation and Information Officer. Maybe if you can give us, the 30-second elevator feed. What does that mean?
Yes.
So it's a really awesome title that really means that I'm the Director of Technology. So I oversee the educational piece, the student information piece. So if you think student view, parent view, and then the network side. So all of the connections, the Wi-Fi, student devices, all of that.
Okay. So, Mary, when we were doing a lot of things with technology, when we were doing it seems like Mary's got a phone call here. She's very important for me. But Mary, she was handling all the technology needs behind the scenes for us with everything going on. So, Tiffany, thank you for that. Geez, that's a big thing to take on.
It's fun. It's fun. And I work with great people in this department. So I'm really, really excited.
Excellent. Well, you guys have speaking of fun and a great department, you guys have a pretty exciting night coming up. Can you explain what is Growing Up Digital? What is this all about?
So Growing Up Digital is tomorrow night, and we'll be in Deck North, so DEC North upstairs. And we have an annual parent night where we share updated information on digital citizenship. So how can our students and our children be safe when they're online? What kind of behaviors do they need to exhibit online? Because online can be a scary place, and we need to just make sure that we're educating our families and our students so that they know what to look for and how to behave when they're online. We also talk about social media. And kind of some things that parents need to be aware of, and some ways that they can monitor what their students are doing and support their students, because social media is a great tool. We just, again, need to teach our families and our kids what to look for and be aware of. We talk about parent resources. So there's some great resources around common sense media that we'll be sharing and reviewing the website to share some of those things about from movies to games to digital platforms. And then also our communications team. So Mary Perry, Jan, and Adriana from the superintendent's office will be with us also to talk about district communication.
Excellent.
And then we'll also have our security agent, our night patrol agent, Agent Chandler, will be there to talk about our online anonymous reporting site, which is PSST World. So very excited. It's a great kind of overall night for all things digital, especially when we have our students with devices one-to-one from school and devices at home. So just is really great information for families.
Oh my gosh, I think that's fantastic. And I'm guessing, Mary, you definitely take advantage of something like that. Being
oh my gosh, I am just sort of a digital nerd.
Me too.
I'm glad if I can just get my phone on, and it didn't ring for like a week, and I had everybody looking at it, and I called the AT&T and everything, and I get home and Madison goes, "You have it turned off." Oh my gosh, it's like, what is wrong with me?
So Mary, this class would be perfect for you.
Yes.
I think they will go a little bit more extent than turning devices on and off, but then give you some tools and tips on how you can maybe turn some sites on and off for students and so forth, and put some parental parameters around for our children. So that's awesome that you guys are doing this, Tiffany. And I love that you've partnered not with only just the technology department, you got security that's going to be there, the communications team, because I know that we talk about everything Peach Jar. And as much as we talk about PCR and as many times as we have hits on that, we're a large district. We still have a lot of people that are not aware of those things. So I'm glad that you guys are doing these things.
Exactly. And when you think about growing up digital, it really is a whole package, right? It's not just the technology, it's all of the other tools and resources that are out there. And so it really does span all of the departments. Okay. So we're really excited to partner with other people to bring the information to our families.
Yeah, no, this is fantastic. And I know that in the green room behind us, and she's going to be joining us here shortly, Brooke with the City of Indio is listening and hearing about this also. So I'm sure that, she's a Desert Sands parent as well. So I'm sure she'll share that information out with her community and her parents that she knows too. So Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, look at this.
Thank you.
We have one of our own that from NCL. Good morning. Our Desert Sands Foundation president, Kathleen, saying hello. And you saw it earlier. We'll share. I was talking about our Recognize It winners.
Yeah.
Mary Perry just shared. I didn't know Angela's last name. She's our intern that helps us out every day. So I didn't know Angela's last name. She's our intern that won. So congratulations. Go figure, right? And then she confirmed with me that Sydney Miramontes is a teacher at Johnson Elementary. So those staff members are getting Recognize It boxes.
I love it. And Sean, I have to share, one of our team members got an It box for last month, and when you came to deliver it during one of our meetings, it was just so cool to see that. So you're doing great things with the Recognize It program, and it really does bring morale to the staff at the district. So well done.
Yeah.
Well, it runs itself. As I said, 111 nominees last month. All I have to do is talk about it each month, and it just kind of runs itself. So it makes it easy for me. But Tiffany, thank you for all that you do for Desert Sands, and outstanding for the information that's coming out on the 6th. I'll be sure to share it before we close out too. Okay.
Perfect. And Sean, spring break is the week of the 18th.
There we go. Week of the 18th, Mary.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
We'll see you later. Okay. So there you go, Mary. Another great staff member in Desert Sands you get to meet and relate with.
Well, Sean, this weekend we were at the beach, and at the beach house, they had like a little gym room, and it had a bicycle, and the other one, I thought elliptical or whatever it's called. And so the kids get on there, and automatically they kind of look at all the dials and the directions and whatever, and they've got them totally dialed in. They have them totally bicycle riding through Colorado and through the mountains within seconds.
Mm-hmm.
From
pretty good with technology.
They're comfortable with it. They just go in there and they go, okay, what do we do? Well, let's go over here. Let's go here. First thing we know, we hear them talking, and they're in the Rockies on a bicycle ride.
Yeah. No, technology is amazing what it can do for you. And I just love that our district is pretty proactive there in offering this to our families.
Yeah, for me, I thought it was a nice looking piece of equipment.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? We're at that time where we have Brooke, who's going to join us from the City of Indio. I believe I've got her slides all loaded up here. Let me go ahead and bring on Brooke with this. Good morning, Brooke. How are you?
Hi, Chef Mary. Hi, Sean. How are you?
Morning,
Happy
Brooke.
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday to you. So I just want to make sure we got the first one is CV Link. Is that the first slide there?
You betcha. We have a number of different road projects that are happening throughout town. And this one is not a City of Indio, but it straddles the border of La Quinta and Indio. And it's just kind of a note for people that as the CV Link construction is underway, which will be such a great opportunity for people to travel city to city through the commute, that there's going to be some noise and vibration in the area, even potentially into the overnight hours. So please be patient. We're aware that it can be pretty disruptive. Just passing on the message from CVAG because they're such a great community partner for us. And also, we'll get to it a little bit later, but please make sure to subscribe to Indio Live because we have a new section there called On the Road, and it will give you kind of a breakdown about all of the different traffic projects and road improvements that are coming up in the city. So if you're driving your kiddos to and from school, where you might want to keep an eye out or allow yourself a little bit of extra time.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh, Certified Farmers Market. What's going on here?
Yes. So what we have learned is that the Indio Certified Farmers Market will actually extend 1 month longer than the other ones in the Valley at its outdoor location at Town and Bliss, which is just outside of Indio City Hall too. So it will be happening through the month of May outside. That's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Of course, if you're going to get there a little bit later in the day, be aware of the heat. So the morning is certainly a great time to visit. We'd love to get more people out there. It's a terrific location, some great green space. There is free yoga on the lawn every week now at 10 a.m., again, a little bit earlier. And this upcoming being the second Sunday of the month, dun, da, da, da,
That's right.
mariachis. So
Oh, wow. Oh, I love it.
yes,
My favorite.
every second Sunday of the month, there's mariachis. It was a great hit the last time they were there, which is why the farmers market decided to bring them back. And I would like to say too, yes, people go to farmers market for those beautiful avocados that you just saw there and the produce and the fruits and the vegetables. But this certified farmers market also has a number of different gift ideas. In fact, while we were there were some great handmade soaps. These are supporting local business owners and also finding something to maybe assist the Easter Bunny with whatever might need to go in the basket.
Yes.
So there were some terrific handcrafted soaps, and there was handmade salsa. When we went the other weekend, my husband got his coffee fix from a terrific food cart there, and some delicious pastries. And it's all made by the very folks who are selling it to you, or they, had their hands in it in some way. So, they're not just repackaging it in some way. So yes, if you're not into buying the produce there are so many other things to eat and to drink and yoga.
Okay. Well, mark my words. As I said before, I went to the teen center. I'm going to go this Sunday because I want to see the mariachis. I'm going to take the footage, Mary. I'm going to share that with you on Tuesday.
I love the mariachis.
I believe I'd have to double check the weather, but I think we're actually going to get a cool down again this weekend.
Okay. Well, that's fine if it's not 100 degrees and I get to walk out there.
Yeah, it's great. There are some pop-ups and there are blankets down on the ground. It is small pet friendly. And so what we did when we went there is we just kind of, grabbed some coffee, grabbed some breakfast, got a spot on the lawn and just sort of relaxed a little bit. There's some terrific views of the mountains and just the downtown area. So maybe before or after church, if that's your thing, or just looking for some way to explore a different part of the community, come do it. And then take a picture with Colossal Cacti, which is just a couple of blocks away. Yep,
definitely. I just love that you guys have so much going on in your city. It's just fantastic what's going on.
Thank you. We've got a lot of residents we take care of, and students from 19 schools in Indio from Desert Sands Unified. So yes, a lot going on. And then we are putting a pause on our second Saturday's events for the month of April because there are so many other festivals that are taking place in the city. But we do have that lineup for our May event. And this is Disneyland's Jazz Cartel. So these are big band sounds, Frank Sinatra, golden oldies. It's going to be a lot of fun from 6 to 9 o'clock on May 14th. Put it on your calendar now. Check it out. Again, big green grassy space downtown Indio, right by Colossal Cacti. There's games for kids. There are local brews. We talked about outside the Masa. They were the Tamale Festival winners. They have a food truck there, a desert patisserie, the Perfect Pint, which is frozen custard. So many great. And in fact, Smoky Lips Barbecue, I don't know if you've ever tried them, either one of you. It was some of the best barbecue I have ever had. So come for the music and the dancing, stay for the food and the drink and the games. Please check it out. And then we've got, the rest of the summertime scheduled too. So June and July, we also are featuring rock and roll and salsa. Every month is a different theme, 6 to 9. Miles and Smur, aka Smiles.
The Smiles part of Indio, Chef Mary.
The Smiles part of Indio. And and I'm so sorry, I don't think that I updated with the April Teen Center calendar, but we do have a new calendar for the month of April, the Teen Center. Students in grades 8 to 12. It's free after school. You just have to sign up. Go to Indio Live. Actually, the calendar is in there. You can check it out. And even during spring break, there's a number of spring break field trips that are happening. So make sure that you register in advance. Six Flags, I think, is one of them. They usually try and go to the beach at least one time, plus cooking, boxing.
I talked to Rosalva over there, and she said that they fill up fast. So if you're interested, make sure you get signed up as soon as possible.
They do. And so what do you think of the Teen Center, Sean?
Yeah. What's up?
What'd you think of the teen center?
I thought it was fantastic. It is a diamond out here that is not explored a lot. As soon as I saw the place, I got my event mind thinking, and Rosalva kind of told me to pump the brakes a little bit because I was thinking of how we could definitely utilize it in the district.
Oh yes, I mean, just it's a terrific space. In fact, if you are doing some sort of outdoor event to that grassy area, and it's right behind, I guess, or in front of, depending on how you're orienting yourself, Indio High School.
Yep.
So that's why so many kids from there just walk over after school. It's out of school time activities, homework help, college admissions application, and then some of the graduates end up coming back and working for the teen center while they're getting some sort of additional degree. It's great. It's got some artwork, sculpture from Philip K. Smith, an internationally renowned artist, Indio, born and bred. So we're very, very proud of that. And please check it out if you know anybody who is looking for some additional things for their kids to take part in. And lots going on as usual.
The one wall that I loved is you walk in the main hallway right past registration. Chef Mary, on the left-hand side there, they have all the colleges that the students have gone to. And they had the different schools and the lists of alumni. And they've got pennants of all the different schools. And they've got pennants from all over the country. So I love that students of India are not just going to schools here in Southern California. They're going to, they're going to Harvard. They're going to Boston College. They're going to Yale. They're going to all over places, all over the country. So it was just great to see.
And so that is just, it's a terrific program. Check it out. Even if you don't have young ones there, you can spread the word about it. And then, I didn't put it in there, but it's now just occurring to me too, that the birds have landed in Indio. So the bird scooters.
Oh, bird scooters. Oh,
yeah, bird scooters. So for all of those kids maybe who don't have their license yet and their parents are willing to, let them get on a bird. But those are going to start to be available in Indio for that they're supposed to erase that last mile gap. So for people who take the bus or whatever, it's a terrific option to do that last leg.
So, geez, maybe when that gets a little bit more publicized and so forth, I would love to maybe have a whole segment of how students can take advantage of bird bikes and so forth and bird scooters. I use it exclusively when I go to San Diego. I love that form of transportation. I'm even the guy that'll bring a helmet with me to make sure that I'm protected and so forth. But no, when I go work the different events that I do down there, I always use a bird scooter. So those are fun.
Yeah, they are a lot of fun. And I can 100% see you on a bird scooter.
Exactly.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Too funny. Chef Mary, anything else for Brooke before we let her go?
No, I think it's wonderful. It's like, I love the mariachis. They're so festive when they're out there. You just can't stand still. Yeah. And there's nothing better to me than an official outdoor on the grill barbecue. Yeah. There's something about that, the smell and the taste and being outdoors, and I think it's a great place.
Yeah, excellent. Well, Brooke, thank you so much. We'll see you next week with the Indio update. You have a great one.
Thank you, guys.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye, Brooke.
Okay, Chef Mary, let's see what else. We've had a full show today with a lot of great information coming out. I was just messaged by our own communications department. Make sure we share the Twitter feed. So let me pull that up here. And this is our Twitter feed going on. Got to thank Mama Wood. She's in charge of all holidays here, I feel, at the Desert Sands School District. Today is Assistant Principal Day, where we're honoring all assistant principals.
Oh, that's awesome.
Being supportive, encouraging, and awesome. Everything that you do. Mary, as you know, having our friendship and relationship, the assistant principal's job is not just, being that dean of students and issuing referrals support, but geez, we're there at all hours of the day and night. And I greatly appreciate all the assistant principals in our district. So thank you for all that you do.
I know when I was at La Quinta, it was hard to even think that they were a principal of any sort. It was like you were sort of like putting out fires, getting involved in things, setting up things. The word principal sort of didn't fit. It was like, it should be like another name.
Some days I felt like we were project event managers. Other days I felt we were psychologists, therapists of sorts. You name it. We definitely could do that. We could definitely do it. Let's see here. Mary, if you were in the Desert Monday, I would say come join us at the Goldfish Bowl. This is exciting. This is where our 5 teams are going to pitch their idea to get $3,000 in funding. So those are our finalists: Franklin Elementary, Indio High School, La Quinta Middle, Shadow Hills High School, and Van Buren Elementary. So they're going to stand in front of the goldfish, or AKA sharks, present their information and see how they can get some money. Pretty
That'll
cool,
be fun.
right?
That'll be fun. What a nice project.
Yeah, exactly. I love the project. It's really getting innovative with the projects and so forth. We had a lot of the students go ahead and submit these all electronically. I had the process. I was part of the team. I'll share. I was part of the team that we were given everything electronically, from the video submission that the teacher and the students provided, as well as a little bit of a write-up. And then I was part of the team that we named the top 5 finalists. There was a team of about, I want to say in total, there was maybe 7 of us that went ahead and re-rated the videos, but it was just quite a process. Jan did an amazing job setting it all up in Google Forms for us, a rating process on the videos and the parameters for the projects. But no, these are some great ideas that are coming forward, and I can't wait to share with you on Tuesday all the great things that come from this.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. You want a nice little prize.
Oh, definitely. It's a great little prize. I just love the idea that we're able to do something like that. Yeah. But, Brooke was talking about she didn't have the April Teen Center up there. Well, you know what, Brooke? We got you covered. So
there you go.
There we go. So April Teen Center for spring break week. Look at this. They've got Six Flags, Santa Monica Beach, John's Incredible Pizza, Mission Beach, and then the Teen Center's closed on the Friday. So those are free activities for our families that you can sign up. They do fill up fast, so we recommend that you sign up soon.
Yeah, they'll love going to Mission Beach. That was our go-to when we all had little kids to go to picnic. There's grass areas and benches, and the water is there, and they have all the outdoor facilities. It's easy to reach from the freeway, and there's a visitor center there that has a small vineyard. They just put a small vineyard around it.
Okay. Well, look at that.
Yes. So we went down there for coffee, and you can have a picnic there. It's pet friendly, and a lot of people come in and camp for the day, but it's really, really fun. It's a really nice area to go for a day.
Okay, excellent. This is the last slide that I'll share with us here, but the Indio Middle School has this coming up. And I'll say during the pandemic, Mayor Evans kind of put on a little challenge to all of us that hike with her to donate blood. And I donated blood for the first time in probably 10 years. And I'm now ready to donate again. And I'm if I can fit into my schedule, Indio Middle School, I'll be coming to see you on Friday, April 8th to donate blood with live stream. You'd be amazed, Mary. This is middle school students. Okay?
Really?
To the middle school students. Now, they're not going to physically jab you and go ahead and take your blood, but they're going to do the intake process. And they're the ones that are working with the live stream team. And it's pretty cool because like we had at La Quinta, a medical health pathway, and at Palm Desert, they have one. And Indio, they have a medical pathway at the high school level. The middle school also has a pathway too.
Oh, that's interesting.
Just their introduction. They actually compete. It's amazing. So Livestream does a competition with all of our schools with how many pints of blood they can come in and so forth. Indio Middle School competes with the high school level. That's how dedicated these students are to recruiting and getting people to be part of this. So it's just a great, great opportunity for our families and students to participate. So that's going out with Indio Middle School on Friday. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and make sure to be part of that too. Yeah. Well, Mary, that's pretty much all I have. Let's see here. Yeah. Lastly, I do want to highlight, speaking of Indio Middle School, you got to thank our friends over at One Class at a Time with Walter Clark. Indio Middle School is the last recipient of that. You know what they get for that, Mary? $500. $500 for the program. So thank you to Walter Clark and everybody over there with sponsoring the program over at One Class at a Time. Okay, let's see. Do we have any other comments here? No, we're all good with comments. Mary, that's pretty much all I have. You want to close us out here?
Well, it's 57 degrees here. We're not going to have a heat wave today. But it's kind of that kind of year when the flowers are coming up and everything is blooming and people are outside, and, take advantage of, just be sure to say hello and help someone with their door, their grocery, or donate blood, and help the kids reach their goals, because I think that's real important when they have a goal-driven event, that people show up and it makes them feel that they've done something very worthwhile. And just have a great day. It's sunny and it's beautiful over here.
Exactly. Sunny, beautiful. It's going to be in the 90s over here. Maybe going to hit 100. Yeah.
Day. We'll never do that.
There we go. Hey, you guys have a good one. I'll see you later.
Have a good day, Sean.